Kindly sit down. Thank you. You know, I never expected this, even in my wildest dreams. I never aspired more than the boundaries of the mayorship. And I thought all the while that if my daughter would agree to run this time, minus the presidency, I would have retired from public office for good. Alam mo, spent the best years of my life as a prosecutor, then as a mayor for 22 years, one term of a congressman, another term for the vice mayorship to my daughter. Alam mo, minsan, when I arrived dito sa hotel, I stayed here for purposes of convenience. Tinatanong ko yung Diyos, ano ba talaga gusto mo? Huwag na tayong magbulahan. But if you really want me to try, hindi naman ako naghihingi ng victory. But if you want me to go to the trial, the tribulations of campaigning for the presidency, subukan ko. You know, let me just say that it was really all federal. When the draft of the proposed BB law was distributed in Mindanao, I was one of those lucky to receive a copy of the draft. And I've read it. I'm from Mindanao. I come from a mixed blood. At sinabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi ito lulusot. Well, aside from the intrusions into the Constitution, given the bigotry and idiosyncrasies of some people outside of Mindanao, the usual characterization of a Moro, orimentado, mainit ang ulo, palaaway, madumi. You know, these are the bigotry, prejudice nila sa Moro. And mind you, before I continue, in 1521, when Magellan landed in Leyte to conquer our islands, Islam was ahead by almost 70 to 100 years in Mindanao. It was already firmly planted there. So the question now is, who owns what? Alam mo, we were subjugated for 400 years, repressed, at tiniis natin yung Pilipino. Then we were given to the Americans by the Treaty of Paris when Spain lost the American-Spanish War. And we had another set of foreign colonials ruling our country. Masakit yan. Masakit yan. Maybe the younger generation might not have really felt what the dimensions of being a subjugated people. Yung nabasa ko, sabi ko, mahirapan to. And I said, I would not have to mention names. Pero sabi ko, mahirapan na ito. Hindi talaga lulusot to. And until now, if ever, if at all, it will be a watered-down version of what was originally signed by the MILF and DELES for government. We have had several wars in Mindanao. Kung hindi tayo nagkakaintindihan, then it is Mindanao that becomes the battleground. In my city, the first explosion in a church was during my time, but it was repeated again during the first year of my first term. Then 2004, there was this explosion in the Davao International Airport. Then after that, 1 month after, sumabog yung war. All in all, something like 107 wasted lives. I am not attributing it sa mga Moro because after all, pag ang tao may galit, at sabi ko, I come from a mixed dad, I forgot that my granddaughter is here. Tapos yung daughter-in-law. She also comes from a mixed blood, Tausog, Maranao. Tapos ako in-check kasi yung lolo ko, utro rin yun, may 2 asawa. He had one in China and he had one in the city of Cebu noon. Kaya, ganon. Yung akin, sinubrahan ko lang ng 2. Tutog. Well, ganon lang yan ang buhay. Una lang tayo magpakukurnihan dito. Tago-tago ka ba? So I said that nothing short, and I'm telling you now, nothing short of a federal structure would give Mindanao peace. Maniwala kayo. You believe me because I come from that place. You know, yung BBL takes care of the Moro sa Mindanao Island. Now, I give you a visual of what it is all about. If you look at the map of the Philippines, your right side is the east. And your left hand is the west, papuntang Palawan, doon sa Spratly. Itong mga Maguindanao, Maranao, Iranon, sub-tribes nila dyan, tapos ang Sama of Davao City, isang ito, Moro Nation. Yung sa westward, sa Buanga Archipelago, going down to Basilan and Jolo, yung mga Tausog, yung mga Yakan, yung mga Sea Gypsies, ibang grupo rin yan. And they cannot mix. And we tried it before. We built Nuswari as the top honcho of Mindanao. When he was near the apex of what could be the highest land na binigay para sa kanya, Mindanao and Nolo, si Salamat Broco. Salamat was a Maguindanao. Hindi talaga magkaintindihan yan. At ako na nagsasabi siya, they will fight. Because before Islam arrived, puro tayo Malirays. I think we were part of the Sri Visayas Empire. Scattered islands, mga dato-dato lang. Ngayon, noong panahon na yun, when Islam arrived in Mindanao, meron na yan silang alitan rin, the Sunni and the Shiite, just like in the Middle East. Dito, Lanao is the center of the Shiite religion of the Muslims. But dito down to Malaysia, mga Sunni yan. So, wala talagang ariglo because the Cotabato campaign started and it was really very bloody. Ngayon, paano to? I'm a mayor for 22 years. I've seen so much bloodshed to last me a lifetime. That's why interesado ako. I was not interested in the elections. But ito naman si Senator Pimentel, and that is really the truth. Inaano lang ng media eh. Senator Pimentel, the father, Kanoy, the original mga federalista, and Lito Osmeña, kinausap ako to carry the torch of federalism kasi sabi nila matanda na sila. And nagbigay sila sa akin ng funding, not necessarily from Davao. Yung may mga pera dyan sa Mindanao, binigyan nila ako ng kunting pera at nakapag-ikot ako. And all along, in every event, in every meeting, I have been telling you that it is federal, that we have to go federal. And I would have, marami kasing klaseng federal. You can copy the pure federal system sa England or federal system of France where you elect the president. Siya lang, nation. Or the Malaysian experience, sectoral and everybody is represented. And I went to these cities, not because I was campaigning, but I was explaining to the local officials that when the issue of federalism comes to the fore, for after all, it would be subjected to a plebiscite, you might want to help Mindanao and the country. Talaga namang kami doon wala. This year, about 64% of the total infrastructure nandun. Now, guys, I'd like to tell you, Mindanao does not have any typhoon. We can plant anything there. If you have been to Maguindanao, it's a beautiful country. It's all flat, and it is really fertile. Alam mo dito sa Visayas, pati Luzon, except for the Ilocano, I do not want to offend you, ang medyo tumatagal lang dyan yung tobacco. But the rest of the islands facing the Pacific, but if you have the coconut that was there during the last 25 years, but if you plant now, with the climate change, medyo mahirap. Now, the salvation of this country actually is in Mindanao. Ang problema lang, ang lupa natin, by the way, I am left. I've always been allied with the bayan. And I never hid it that I am left. Ngayon, left naman ako. You have been to Davao. May nakita ba kayo in PA doon naglalakad may armas? Sila nga ang nahihirapan because sila sabi ko, magkaalyado tayo. Lay off Davao. Sila ang nahihirapan sa akin because you know, I must share your ideological dimension kasi anak ako ng mahirap. But I have an oath of office to honor. Pagpunta kami ng Mindanao, ang tatay ko, ang nanay ko Mindanaoan, kasi mahirap lang sila sa kanila. So when he married my mother, they decided to go to Mindanao to start a new life. Nakatikim rin kami ng demolition. Because we thought all the while, ito kasi Amerikano, they came up with this sloganeering, go to Mindanao because it is the land of promise. And behave na tayo ngayon kay John F. PDP. I'm just telling you the historical hurt. Kasi wala silang makuhang trabahante. It's Mindanao, it was and it is a good land, but they could not use it because wala silang trabahante. The only way, because the Muslims would not work for them. Kaya nagkagera, it was at that time. At meron pa itong Amerikano, di mga handbook sa guns, that the 45 was invented specially because it has a big slug to slap a Moro, kill a Moro Horomentado. Putang ina ka. Kung ako ang Moro, one day magsabi ka, ako si Magellan, I will raise the flag of Spain, I will bring you the cross, and I claim these islands for the King of Spain. And I would call this country and the islands that we conquered thereafter as part of the Philippines because he was Philip. Sino? Tapos pumunta sila siguro, lulo ko pagising niya, nandiyan na yan. Because they had the cannons, they had the muskets, that was the rifle of the old days. Sheer brutality, cruelty. Yung hawakan mo isang for 400 years. Mabutit na lang, there was Rizal, but it was only after the years later that they had to make the same sacrifice as the others. Ngayon, wala silang trabante. Then, proximity is Mindanao, Visayas. So, nagbabaan ang mga Kristiyanos. Di nagkaroon ng problema kasi sabi nga, there's enough land. Ito namang Mindanao is a huge ancestral land ng mga Moro. Kaya mga Ilonggo, kakadto nga to, ara man yuta nga rin. Monsining sa monsang gobyerno nga may ara nga yuta. May duta nga rin, kaya tiga-away naman kay uy man kami space dito. Oh, that started. Kaya yung ganun. Yung mga Moro naman, puta na bakit nagpupunta dito? Amin to. Actually, yung war na yan started during the time of the Spaniards. Nag-rebel itong mga Moro, then until the Americans, and until today, after the 1946. Kasi sabi nila, we never surrendered to the Spaniards. We never surrendered to the Americans, and we will not surrender to you. Hindi lang, out of courtesy. You know, lahat ng Muslim. So, tanungin mo yan, magpatawag Filipino. Because they cannot be the subject of a Christian king. Filipinos. Tanungin mo yung Muslim, diretsahin mo. Ikaw ano ka? Filipino ka? Ako? Muslim. Ako, di quaint culture. So, may mga pinsan ako sa Marawi. Magdala sila ng asawa nila. Titignan mo. Kung maganda. Maganda yung... bakit ka tingin-tingin sa asawa? Kung gusto mo, barilin kita. Klase. Tumahimik kayo na. May mga quaint, ito yung nagpapadala ng, but you have to correct the injustice. Kasi sabi ko naman sa Moro people, we do not want to grab lands from you. Babalay ba namin pagdating dito, nandiyan na yan, Davao City, and the lands were titled in favor of the Spaniards and some rich Chinese, tapos, nabili na, mga subdivision. What are we supposed to do? Kagaya ko. If there is a conflict, what do I say? Sinong barilin ko? Muslim o Kristiyano? My daughter, she's my daughter. Tumindig ka nga anak. Kumarap ka sa kanila. Maghintla daw yan. Kausog. Sana ko. Kaya, sabi ng mga leader, Alonto, Sema, Normie Suare, John Bacarambong, Dimaporo, kung wala ng iba, if there is nothing that we can really grab to make this country peaceful, we will settle for a federal system. The BBL, let it be. If it's a configuration they want, okay. Wala akong problema dyan. Then if we go federal, we cut sizes, shorten it, or make it longer. Then let us avoid war. Sinabi ko nga sa kanya. Listen, the Moro people, listen to me. Our destiny in Mindanao is not decided by us. All the laws were designed and crafted here in Manila. If there is a failure of the talks, why do we have to go to war in Mindanao? Bakit tayo magpatayan na ang swerte yung even the BBL yan sa Congress? Ngayon, pag sabi mo, before you pull the trigger, ano pa naman? Hindi natin gusto to. Then you make Mindanao, my city, the battleground, Cotabato. Ang namamatay, yung mga anak natin. Ano ba naman klaseng, kung gusto ninyo If you really want force, yung ikarga, wala namang barko ngayon, Davao, isa pa rin yan. Davao, Manila. You know, yung mga pobre, pag sumakay ng barko yan, hindi mag-aeroplano, kasi marami yan dalhin kung magbisita sila dito sa mga anak. Magdala ng bigas, magdala ng itlog, magdala ng tapa. Ngayon magsakay ka ng aeroplano, some of the airlines are really that brutal. That has to stop. That has to stop. I do not want to fight big business. I am with you. We will codify the economic laws. It's so topsy-turvy. Meron dito isang opisina, it would take you 48 signatures. Every desk, within the 2 years, pera, and that would really dampen the investors coming in. Ngayon, yan ang nangyari sa atin. We have to go federal. I will build a consensus. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, para natin ito sa lahat. It will be beneficial. Amongst the best provisions there is that you retain most of your wealth, income, taxes and all. You only contribute, kaya ng Amerika, federal, a certain percentage of what you earn. So to me, 60-40 or 70-30, okay na yan. Kasi kami dito, may plano kami kung anong gawin namin. And maybe the federal states would compete with each other. O dito ka sa amin kasi ito. O dito ka, mas maganda itong Davao. Or I can give you a whole island. Start a factory there, but employ Filipinos. Bigyan kita ng isang island dyan. Huwag ka lang magkalat. Do not pollute. In mining, I have to think twice. Kasi masabi naman, maganda daw ang mining. O, kita mo sumasabog ngayon. And the waste has still to be repaired. Well, paspasan na lang natin the economic provisions. If I make it to the Pasig River, I will give you only 60 days. Whether it's Department of Defense or unless you would want a little bit longer. Kung wala kayong, it takes you 4 years to decide kung anong klaseng aeroplano, magbili na lang kayo ng tungka. Mas madali, lagay mo na lang dyan. Total, hindi mo rin talaga kaya natin. We do not want to fight anybody. I will require the barest minimum of signatures. And I will not stand for something like 1 year, 2 years. Putang ina, kalukuhan yan. That's a fucking shit. Huwag mo akong lukuhin ng gano'n. Sa Davao, you only have 72 hours. Clearance, permit, whatever. After 72 hours, pag hindi mo na-release yan, you are no longer allowed to release it. Forward it to my office, and I will decide and I will ask, bakit umabot sumobra ng 4 ng araw? Ano? Sa gobyerno, pag inupuan mo yan, pag inupuan mo ang papel, that way it would take you 7 months. Matagal na yan sinasabi ng mga negosyante. O ngayon, tawagin ko sila ganito. Ayan, ilang araw gusto mo? You submit. Pagdating mo sa opisina, you prepare a shopping list. I-produce mo to. Pag nandyan na lahat, huwag mo nang dagdagan. Huwag mo nang kunan. Yun na yan. Siya siguro, pag-aralan mo kung anong gusto mo. Then usual is 30 signature. No. I'll give you 7. Bahala ka na kung paanong reorganize mo. I'll give you a free hand. Just give them. And 60 days, lalabas yan. and no follow-ups. Maglagbo ka. And I will employ more than siguro mga 500 lawyers and they'll find out if there is corruption or not. At saka itong mga negosyante naman, kasi ito rin sila, you know, in this country, obedience to the law is optional. Itong mga walang hiya na may sungay, they don't really bother. Mag-hold up sila, they go out kidnapping people because what is the meat of their state? Buhay. Tinatakot nila yung tao kamatayan o hindi maglabas ng pera. Ito yan. They do not really, they make a mockery out of the law. Dito naman sa itaas, yung mga mayaman, they get special concessions from government. And then sabi niya, bigyan mo na lang si Undersecretary, siya na ang mag-recommend. Putang putulang kita ng bayag. Sinabi ko sa inyo, wala akong ambisyon. Kaya makita niyo sa lahat ng kandidato, magsabi, disqualify ako ng kumalik, go ahead. Pakialam mo, uwi ako sa amin. Wala naman ako mabalikan kasi si Inday na ang substitute. Then, totoo yan. I will disqualify lang ako. I'll go home and retire from public life. Bahala sila. We have to, I don't want to lay down the programs of government. Simple lang ako. Crime has to stop. Our children, even yung ating mga anak, hindi na makalabas. Kasi pagdaan ng checkpoint, hulugan ng Cebu. Okay na. Lalo na kita nila, magandang kotse, hugan na. Alam mo, pag gano'n yan, sabi pa, wala akong, hindi ko ginawa. Pero pag Cebu, maraming quantity, you go to jail, tapos there is an inquest immediately, tapos no bail ka na. Alam mo, ang anak mo walang kasalanan, but you cannot bear the thought that your child is mixed there with the criminals. Kaya bayad ka na lang. Pagka ganon, putang ina mo, papatayin talaga kita. Hindi ako nagyayabang. Kung may bayag mo tatlo, at dalawa bayag mo, tatlo itong akin, hawakan mo. Ba ako takotin ng baril-barilan, ay let's say. Nakakalalaki ka, may bayag ako. Sige, ilan ang bayag mo? Tanong yung mga doktor. Itong akin, tatlo ha. Totoo. Ay, papahawakan ko, pero babae lang. Nung taka sa Register of Deeds, walang papel. Every budget, harap sila dyan sa mga stricto to. So ano kailangan ninyo? Pagdating ng operation sa isang, walang papel walang gasolina. Hindi ako yan. Ako, I'm not saying that itong mga presidente nito, it's because of the system and the structure. Huwag mo akong bigyan ng 6 years na gawain mo akong loko-loko. Na pag alis ko sa 6 years, sabihin na, isa ka pa. Pagka ganon, if it is really an exercise of inutility, then maghanap na lang kayo ng ibang tao. Huwag ako. Kasi ako, baski ganito lang ako kaliit, you know, if I have the 6 years, Iko-connect ko yan. Kaya harap lang. Not that because of the president, because of the system and the system of corruption and the structure itself allows it. Iko-connect ko yung 6 years ko dito sa dulo. Then you have Estrada, Arroyo, Aquino, ako. Then ilagay ko yung akin. Alam ba ninyo kung ilan yan? 24 years of kalbaryo ng Pilipino. Huwag ninyo akong isali dyan. Para akong Hudiyo sa Pilipino kung ganon. Di mag-uwi na ako sa amin. Wala naman akong problema. Makakain ako. I have enough savings. I have millions. Tanongin nyo, 6 million. Yun, sa tatay ko yan, a part of it. And the savings, for the years that I've been with government, 40 years. Allowance ko, alam mo kung bakit? Lahat ng sweldo ko, napupunta yan, 2 pamilya. Pupunta yan sa tuition ng mga bata. Alam ko, pag dumating ako sa edad, mag-retire, I only have so many to pay for my hospital bills, medisina ko, oxygen, pati yung memorial park. Pero ang akin is cremation ako. In my last will, I said, cremate me within 24 hours. Walang misa-misa dyan. Hindi na matulong yan. Yung pagganong-ganong na tubig, wala ka dyan. Pamisa pa. Sa ito mga pare. Magbayad ka pa. Yung pare, oh. Si John. Pare, may siya. Karaming bayaran mo tapos ito pang mga buang. Isa rin yan, they have to reform. You know, the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church must reform. It will also become extinct. 3 to 5 generations from now. Wala man mawala niya. It is one only President Ramos who insisted dyan sa Planned Parenthood. Yung ibang mga presidente takot kasi pagkampanya ng mga pare, matalo ka. Kaya gano'n. So, tingnan mo Pilipinas, tingnan mo kakarami itong tomato. Produkto ito sa, ang gusto ng Catholic Church, and I'd like to challenge them, we have to decrease our population because our resources are meager. In Mindanao, the prime lands are taken over by the multinationals at ang binibigay lang nila, the land is dedicated to cash crop. Wala na tayong food crop. Kaya forever nakatali tayo sa Laos, Vietnam, Thailand for our... Wala nang... Huwag na tayo magbulahan. Kulang. Kasi yung magagandang lupa, pineapple, exportation. Banana, exported. Cacao, exported. Lahat yan. So, cash crop instead of a food crop. Malalaking plantation sa Mindanao, copra, banana. Pinagbibili yan sa labas. So what you get is just the wage earner. Na yan lang ang sweldo mo. So it's a vicious cycle. We'll have just to fix that. Don't. Kailangan baguhan. Now, the 6 years I said, I will not sit there as an innotel. Hihiritan ko talaga. I will reform, I will stamp out corruption, patayin ko yung criminality, I will fix government, reorganize them to make it a simpler machinery. Then I will go into an inclusive peace talks with the Moro people, be it under itong Mindanao or kay Miss Suarez. Alam mo, si Miss Suarez has something in his hands. Alas niya yan. Noong una nag-away, and Marcos was able to fix it, binigyan mga concessions lahat, ang mga Moro leader. But Cory went to Sulu to talk to Miss Suarez, emerging leader sa MNLF. And, Libya provided the good offices. Broker. Pumunta doon sa Libya, nag-sign Imelda Marcos in the sovereign capacity as the representative. Then si Miswari. Nandyan yan. Libya is a fractured country. Miswari, si Gaddafi has long gone. Pero it's a valid treaty. Under international law, treaties must be obeyed. Ngayon, yung ditong BBL seems to run into a conflict with the Tripoli agreement. We'll have to fix that. You cannot just ignore Miswari, even sabihin mo he is a has-been, but he has in his hands the Tripoli agreement. And you have to fix that. So inclusive, then I would want Maria Sison, sunduin ko siya kung gusto niya. Oh. Maestro ko yan eh. He was my professor. The subject was political thought. Kaya kami tuloy nakikinig, naging left tuloy. We were the first batch sa kabataang makabayan. Pero I am not a member of the Communist Party, though I subscribe to the socialist objectives of PDP. Kaya nagpayo ako kasi PDP lang kasi ang acceptable sa, the little values in life. Kaya ako nandito, because kita mo, pati mag-swear kami ang mag-left. Maganda na kasi itong left rin na sanay ka. It can mean so many interpretations and justifications and excuse. Sabihin, left ka, alam mo, ganoon kami. Sosyalismo, tapos mga liwa ka, kaliwite, kaya nga ako liputang yun, tanong-tanong ka pa dyan. So many things that can be used with you use your left hand. So we have to start to reform, including calling them. Yung South China Sea, yan muna yan, pag-usap. We cannot go to war with them. No. Pag-usapan na lang yan. I'd rather talk to them. So what's wrong in... Gusto kasi ng Amerikano, pati itong Filipino, multilateral. And the Chinese has been insisting on a bilateral. So if it could mean peace, bakit marami pa drama? Sige tayong dalawang usap. I was talking to the Consul General, yung binaril sa Cebu, kasali na baril. And then sabi ko, Mr. Consul, why are you expanding towards the shores of Palawan? That's on the eastern side. Bakit ayaw doon sa likod? Then, the Indian Ocean is very open. Gusto mo, Indio na yan, lahat dyan. And there's a base there, a very sensitive base there, San Diego. Diego Garcia. Nandyan yung Amerikano, France, nandyan yung nila. Nandyan yung missile talaga nila na pantira sa... Doon kayo, sabi ko, wag dito. And I told them, you know what? Can I ask you now to ask your government? Now, do not arrest, that is our economic zone. It's a 200-mile thing there. Amin yan. It's our, anyway, leave the fishermen, the Filipino, alone. Kasi amin yan, and it means the food security of the Filipinos on the stat side of it. So we can talk about it. Noon yun, wala pa naman akong, sabi ko, I do not have the official recognition. I am not close with an authority to talk to you about that. But maybe that is my suggestion to bring it up. Huwag mong hulihin yung mga namin. Nag-fisher man, karami dyan buhay, maraming isda dyan eh. Sabi niya, that can be the subject of a bilateral talks. So good. Then someday, I will advise my government. Ngayon, kung malas-malas, ako yung kaharap nila. Naluloko at in-check. In-check rin sila. Sabi ko, we do not have the ships, we don't have the missiles. To continue fucking us, then you will see me standing there sa Spratly Islands, and you just have to kill me. What's it? To seem to be bad? No. I want to be a hero. Because until now, itong mga taga-Maynila, mga ulol, tingnan mo yung line-up ng heroes. May nakita kay Bisaya? Kaya nga ako, sabi ko, you blast me away to kingdom come, good. At least may hero na kayong mga Bisaya dito sa nakalinya. Rizal Day, wala eskwela. Bonifacio Day, wala eskwela. Or Duterte Day, wala eskwela. The future generation will thank me even for the day of respite from school. O, di ba? At saka ganito, nagtataka talaga ako. Walang hero ang Bisaya. At you mean to say na nung dumating itong mga putang in Espanyol, wala talaga lumaban sa amin doon? Oo. Takot kami? Alam mo, ang kaisa-isang tao who fought the first intruders of our country, si Lapu-Lapu. He even killed Magellan. Anong ginawa ng itong komisyon ito ng anong ginawa nila kay Lapu-Lapu? Ginawang isda ang puta. Is that fair? Tama equality among the Filipinos. Is that fair? Ang national hero mo is Cabeche, Penerito, Paksiw. Kinakain mo sila Lapu-Lapu. And he did the greatest thing for all of us. He killed the first imperial inutil. Dari ko, kaya ako presidente, kunting mga hero-hero dyan, daguhoy. Ano, sa Mindanao, pagbag ano kayo, ano yan? Sir, daguhoy. Mga polis, mga polis. Kisinan, sir, daguhoy yan. Alam mo anong daguhoy doon sa Visayas, Mindanao? Kudaper. Sabi nga, yung ano nangyari doon? Sir, daguhoy. You have desecrated the memory of the man who did much for our country. Kaya sabi ko, kayo mga police, stop it. Daguhoy kayo dyan, bitayin ko kayo. Corruption. Police. Dito, sila nag-hold up. Sila ang nag-i-extort. Sila ang nagpo-protect ng droga. Maklase kayo. Hintayin lang din yung tingnan natin. Ang generals lahat, 48. 48 generals of the PNP, murag general merchandise. I will only give you 45, the best and the brightest of our sons and daughters. Ang army, well, you will retire, pero hindi lahat pwede maging general. Kung gaya ka, ka-bright ka kay General Esperon, okay lang. Kung gano'n lahat ang man your talent. No, hindi naman lahat. Ako, kita mo ako, pinapatakbo din niya akong presidente. Si Congressman Doresa, classmate ko yan. 7 years ako sa high school. Alam mo, graduate ako sa, eventually, nag-graduate ako sa Ateneo, sa intermediate. 75, 64 minsan. Tapos sabi ng nanay ko, Rodrigo, sus Maria, yung kapatid mo, honor. First honorable mention yan. Palagi, ikaw, anong? Kaya man, 76, 77, sobra na yan eh. 75, okay na yan. Okay, tama. Graduate kami. Yan si Carlos Dominguez III. Yung Secretary of Agriculture, President of PAL, bright yan. Consistent yan, kindergarten kami, valedictorian. Minsan maglaro kami ng basketball noon. Diyan sa Old Matina Ateneo. Sanay, come over. Kulang kami ng player. No guys. To go to the library. Pero Voice of Democracy champion. Mahusay talaga yan. Kulang kami ng player. San, come over. No, I have to go to the library. Hindi, malamok noon. Sabihin ko sa mga kayo, hayaan mo yan po. Ubusin yung dugo niya dyan sa loob. Tayo, basketball. Nung nag-graduate kami, sige man ang nanay ko, pati yung mga classmate namin, sabi ko, yung pag-graduation, huwag ka maniwala dyan sa mga parang, ibigay dyan, yung kupudban lang. No, walang laman yan. Wow. Ang diploma mo, ibigay sa iyo, mga 1 or 2 months, pupunta ka pa doon sa register, bayad ka. Kung nakita, sabay kami, kasi sabi, Tuesday release, by year. Okay, grade 6, sabi ko, kunin ko ngayon diploma. Sabi niya, why? Sabi ko, no, just let me see it. Nakay ko niyan. Sabi ko, tinawag mo, halika, tinawag mo. Ito, valedictorian. Ito, 76, general weighted average. Tingnan mo kay Sade. Ateneo de Davao. Tayo akin. Ateneo de Davao. Be it known. Be it known dito sa akin. Hudson Mitchell. Pareho. Itong buang, sige, pakagat ng lamok. Kami doon laro ng basketball. Siya, valedictorian, general weighted average 97, 76. Pagka nagmalas-malas, siya, yung hotel lang niya, siya may-ari niya Marco Polo. Yours truly. Baka presidente lang. Bakit ako masyadong kumpiyansa magdaldal sa inyo nan? Imagine a president without an extraordinary talent. Well, I'm happy, I'm confident. Bakit ba? Except for if you dito, Doresa. Ito, si Lutsose, wala rin to. Sa dormitoryo ito. Alam ko ito, sa isang laro ng mga ko, puro 75 yan, 76. Diyan kayo sa kamera. Ito dito. Siguro may mga honorable mention, pero yung iba, lalo na itong sa harap ko, putang ina. 7 years high school. Kaya ako, Davao City, si Jess Doresa comes from Hagonoy, Davao del Sur. But it was only one Davao at the time. So doon ako na punta sa, sa alat, tanungin mo sa high school. Punta ako doon sa Digos. Probinsya ako, pinaaral ng tatay ko. Putang, inalagay pa ako sa bahay ng pare. Maria Joseph. Those were the worst. Kasi yung mga brothers of the Sacred Heart, French, tapos they were, hanggang na, wala akong alam. So after classes, mayroon pa akong special tutor doon sa library. Pinamemorize ko ang ako noon kasi ganito lang, ang bilis ko sa crossword. Ang mga pinamemorize sa akin yung dictionary. Every word, you use it in 3 sentences. Kaya, totoo. So when I was a prosecutor, I used to write the best. Ako ang yung ako yung ponente. Ako yung, yun lang ang talent ko, but very late. Sa pamilya, ay nandiyan man Dr. Cruz, si Dr. Del Rosario sa Cardinal Santos. Siya ang doktor ko. Siya ang doktor ng asawa ko, yung may sakit. Siya ang doktor ng girlfriend ko. Kasi may cancer. Ayun ang may cancer na throat. Siya lahat. Siguro ang doktor, mga 4 na Mrs. Duterte, no? Minsan nalilito. Minsan narinig kita about you kay Hanilet ko, hala ka, doktora, patay talaga. Buti, but if you can love your fellow men, if you love the Filipino people, love enough to serve you and to die for you, how can I not love 4 women in my life? Yeah. When I say I'm here because I love the Filipino people and I'm ready to serve, certainly, if I can love 100 million and one, God damn it, I can love 4 women at the same time. Ano yan? Alam mo bakit sinasadya ko yan? Yan ang atake nila sa akin. Kasi sa Davao, ang atake sa akin is pumapatay ng tao. Totoo yan. Wala tayong problema dyan. Ay mga taga Davao, alam nila yan. 3 months early on pagka-mayor ko, talagang may kidnapper. They kidnapped a Chinese girl. They brought her to another province, repeatedly rape her. Tapos sinauli nila. Kumain pa ang mga unggoy doon sa bahay, nagpaluto. Pagbaba nila, tinapos ko talaga lahat. Tiko, sabi ko ito. Bata na. Sami, he was there. Sami, Mr. Roy. Tinapos ko talaga. Sabi ko, putang na, ito. Ito ang kiling na maganda. Porma pa ako yung parang Fernando po talaga. M16 ng dalago. Tapos kinarga ko sila doon sa kotse nila. Buksan ko yung tangke. Sinunog ko. To show my brutality. Kaya nga sabi ko, and for this for everybody, to the criminals and to the bad elements, and to those who continue to oppress the Filipino people. Hindi ako nagpapahiro. Sabi ko, wala akong talent, wala lahat. But I will not allow you to continue pagpahirap sa Pilipinas. Crime has to stop. Mainit ako sa droga because we have lost the privilege of using our streets in all of the Philippines. Kagaya ng Amerika, hambog-hambog itong Amerikano, pumunta ka ng Washington DC, punta ka ng LA, sabihin sa'yo, huwag kang pumasok dyan sa West, Sabihin pa sa Police Washington DC, do not make the mistake of going there inside. You will not go out alive. Doon sa akin, what is my standard to the police and the military? Ask your beautiful wife and beautiful daughter to walk the streets of Davao City until the wee hours of the morning. If they go home unmolested, undisturbed, walang nagdukot sa katawan, then that is the standard for all of the women here. At sinabi ko, huwag din niyo akong hiyain kasi magkakalalaki ka. Kasi pag ginanon mo, hinold up mo, pinatay mo, nandito man ang media ng Pilipinas, ay putang ina, papatayin rin kita. Bakit kita arestuhin? Ipakulong kita dyan sa Bilibid? Mag-order ka ng babae? Pwede. Matanda o bata? Pwede. Kaya kung mahilig ako sa baril, gandang baril, pwede. Scotch? Pwede. Mag-order ka ng Rolex, mga PJ? Okay. Bakit pa kita dali doon? Tapos magluluto ka ng shabu. Ikaw ang mag-supply sa Metro Manila. You know, there are 5 pillars of justice that is being observed all throughout in the democratic countries. There has to be a police for law enforcement. Ito, I'd like to make a caveat. Hindi naman lahat. Karamihan matino. Balito. Police. 50 million by bus. Bigyan ka ng 5 million. Prosecutor. Noong unang panahon, lahat na pumunta ng isang departamento for review, Department of Justice, filed sa baba, exonerated sa taas. Pati ako, piskal ako, natatanga kami. Then dito sa judge. Well, most of them are really honest. Pero ngayon dito, nangyari kasi sa akin, 300 million, bagsak yan. Ano ba di udas ko? Pag exonerated yan, wala kong magawa. That's final. Tapos, correctional. Yan, munting lupa doon sa Pinang. Anong nangyari? So, it is not, I mean, the criminal justice has not collapsed, but it is failing. Na magtaka kayo kung bakit ganito. Diyan mismo, pag mag-inspection ang gwardiya, there is a standoff kasi may armas rin sila. Gawain ninyo yan sa panahon ko. Sige daw. Gawain mo yan. Asa. Itong sap, mainit pa yan, may namatayan yan ng... Padala ko yan. My God, oh. Huwag ninyong gawin yan. Padalahan ko kayo ng sap, sabihin ko sa mga sundalo, ubusin niyo. Ayaw kong makita na may isang nakatindig. Pag ang human rights magpalag-palag, I mean, you think you can solve what ails this country by killing people? Patayin mo lahat, kaya mo para... But tignan mo naman na ginagawa sa Republic of the Philippines. Ang mga bata, they have fractured a generation. Yan ang ayaw ko. Sa aming panahon sa 70s, ang pumutok sa drug scene, ang marijuana. Pero, yung mga brad ko na classmate ko, minsan magbabarilan kami kasi pinipilit. Sabi ko, putang ina ka, brad. Nakikita kita tumatawa. Wala namang nakakatawa dito. Sige na, tawa. Wala naman. Basta, magtingin na sila doon sa isang unggoy. Ganon din. Sabi ko, wag mo yan pilitin. Sabi ko, putang ina, magbabari. Bumunot talaga naman yung putang ina. Gusto ninyo. Patayan natin dito. Ngayon, yung mga Nandyan, ang isa judge. Okay na. Ang ibig sabihin, marijuana is not really that bad. Cocaine, mga mayaman lang yan. Tsaka may mga aeroplano, hindi natin... Titagnan lang natin. Ang shabu kasi melts the brain. That is why if you have a child who is into drugs, you have lost the child forever. May isang artista dito tumawag sa Davao, sabi niya, anak ko nalulung sa droga. Pwede mo bang i-admit sa facility mo? Sabi ko, of course. I can accommodate you. So he was there, anak, 3 years. Na-release. 6 months after or 7 months, bumalik ang artista. Sabi niya, pwede ba i-accommodate ko ulit yung anak? Tapos sabi ng doktor, why don't you have your son undergo an MRI? Ito, nakita na. Sabi niya, long term. Maliit na. Hindi naman yung maliit, but smaller than usual. Talagang gumanon. Ang bata, hindi na talaga yung wala nang... Kaya dyan ako mainit. Biro mo naman, lahat tayo dito, yung kinita natin ng pera, ibabayad natin sa tuition. That's our obligation. Yung iba, putang inang maawa ako, pumuputok pa ang cheque. Yung mga kababata kong iba, hindi masyadong katrabaho lang ng mga supervisor. Bro, pakihiram nga ng Kasi yung cheque ang binayad ng asawa ko, pumutok. Tapos gano'n na lang ang gawain mo sa tao. Sino maglibing sa akin kung maging gonggong yung mga anak ko? Who will run this country? If it's a widespread use, what will happen to the Republic of the Philippines? Yan ang tandaan ng human rights. You know, it's good. I was once a young lawyer. I was once an idealist. When I defend my client, it's liberty. Pero tignan mo naman, isa-isa o kriminal, 5, 6, 7. Wala kayo mo na 5,000. There are 100 million naman. And each one, every one of us is a potential. And your daughters and son are potential victims of crime. Buti sana kung nag-work ito. If there is an honest and efficient police system, hindi mo mabili ito, pati ito, pati yung magpasok na lang ang mga gwardiya, may stand-off pa. Sabihin mo kung kayo, huwag ninyong gawain sa akin yan. Hindi ako nagyayabang, walang yan. Huwag ninyong gagawin sa akin yan. Papadala ko kayo ng SAP. Ayaw kong makita may nakatindig dyan. Outcry, public outcry, suluhin na. Sige, umiyak kay lahat. Pakialam ko ninyo. You know, when I was a lawyer, I was protecting my client. When I became a mayor, I am protecting a community, mixed community of 1,800,000. Ngayon, hindi ko mamabantayan isa't isa yung mga anak natin. Kaya pag nakita kita, kaya sabi ko, do not go to Davao because you will die. Hindi ako, open naman, recorded the story for this republic. Sabi ko, do not go there because you will die. Yung iba pumunta talaga doon, they die. Kaya nandiyan na sila sa, there's Prouder. Sabi ko, itugtog din nyo yung Mona Lisa. Yan ang theme song nito mga animal na to. Mona Lisa, man of men. And you lie there. And you die there. Yun lahat tayo. We have our dark side. We have our good deeds. Ating kapitbahay. But do not ever, ever think that you monopolize evil in this country. Anong kaya mong gawin, kaya ko 10 times over. Kung kaya mong kainin yung tao sa harap mo, yung mga tainga, I can slash open your body and eat your heart in front of you. Kapital ko lang asin, kakainin ko talaga yung bituka mo, potang ina ka. You bring the worst out of me. Lalabas talaga ang pagka... Ewan ko, anak ba talaga ako ng tatay ko? Kasi gobernador yun eh. Ano sabi ko na ba sa inyo? Once upon a time, yung Region 11 was Davao. Only Davao. Ang capital, Davao City. Yung Davao del Norte, del Sur, Oriental, Occidental, Davao City is just one province. 1957-67, my father was governor. Diyan ko nakuha yung politiko. But my father was not really that... Ayan yung Christian na yung magdaan ng simbahan. Di ba lahat ng magdaan ng simbahan, basta sa highway pag may simbahan, yung tatay ko ganun. Baski kapilya. Ako naman namimili ng pare. Pero marami akong kaibigang pare. Marami ako. Hindi ako. Pero lalo na yung pinagbabara-bara nila yung Planned Parenthood, birth control. That's just to be. We are just simply too many. Hindi pwede yung sa pare na sabihin mo na monthly. Tapos sabihin ng babae, kailan ba ako? Hanggang 24 ako eh. Tapos yung libog mo, pigilan mo hanggang doon. Tapos hindi ka mag-ano. So, anong gawin mo? Sige, punta na ako ng banyo. Sulo ako doon. Ito, meron ditong babae. Meron namang kahubad maganda. Bagong ligo. Kaya lang yung kalendaryo ayaw. So, magpunta ka sa banyo. Diba mo? Ano totoo? Sige, crazy. Itong pare ha. Ang Ateneo, kasi ang Ateneo dito, di ba Friday may mass tayo? Di ba? Tapos, communion. Ito mga Jesuits. So, come here. Sit down. What are your sins? Putang anong sin ng bata sa mukha? Venial yan pati mortal. Ako pa mag-characterize kung ano yan. Maybe father, venial sin only. Why? What did you do? Tell me. Mga Jesuit buang yan. I went to the room of the helpers, and I lifted the blanket, and then I lifted it higher, and I just touched it. Okay, I can understand you. Here's the punishment. Our Father Hail Mary. So sabi niya, but what did you do after? So I went to the bathroom. And, well, you know, no. So, that was the only, no, Father. Why? I went back. And I peeped a little longer. And what did you? I went back to the bathroom.
sure to come back. News 5 everywhere. Copyright 2015.